The ACTU has been around for around 80 odd years, and it's basically Australian Council of Trade Unions, so it's a council, a representative group made up of members of all the other unions in Australia, so the broader spread is enormous. The users having open access on the systems really prevents me from managing what's going on. I've got no control on history on the machines because all sorts of what they don't really understand what may be desirable, undesirable sort of software has been put on the systems. But the end result is it affects performance. So if there are programs installed there that start tying up network bandwidth, slowing those machines down, it starts to affect all of the users. The other problem that I'm pretty concerned about, and I may not know, you won't know if it's in or not, is that general spyware or people looking into our system and monitoring what's going on. So that loss of information, that sort of concerned me quite a bit, because when I started and had a look through the initial system, it was very basic. I couldn't really see how it was really protecting us, but I wasn't really picking up any major problems, which kind of concerned me a bit too. So sort of the lack of ability to really see what was going on, because you expect some problems, and when you don't see them, you get a bit nervous too.
A number of organisations will discover a need to find out who accessed what website or what information came in or left their organisation when it's too late, when they actually have a security breach, and they're finding that they're consulting their IT administrator or IT department to find how a particular piece of information left their organisation. And that's where Unified Threat Management Solutions comes in, where the firewall not only will be able to protect them from outside, but it's also smart enough to analyse the data that enters and leaves the organisation.
Trying to resolve issues and design what sort of level security we needed was quite challenging. We were working in an environment that was quite open, where we use social networking as a valid tool for users. People need pretty open access to lots of different tools. We have a couple of web offices here. They need to use lots of different web browsers, different operating systems, and it's a very wide, very open sort of plateau. Finding a company that was going to be able to give us exactly that was quite difficult. I spoke to a lot of different organisations. Most cases the people had the different skill sets and those sorts of things. Intellect, I found, were pretty much the first ones that came along and really listened to what I was trying to do. Because I need people that know more than I do about all these specific technologies to step in, but also look at things back through my eyes to try and work out what I'm really trying to do. And that's a complicated task. And what they did do was give us the time to sit down and talk with us. They talked to managers and actually listened and picked up the threads on what was really going on. And I think they were the first company I felt I could pretty safely trust that they were on the same wavelength, I guess. The other thing I really love about the way it's working now, it doesn't matter what type of appliance people are using. If they're using iPhones, iPads, whatever it is, all of those devices going through our network are all monitored. So I've got all of those details being shown up. User experience now is greatly improved. We still had our traditional web access, those sorts of things going on. But on top of that, particularly importantly is VPN access for users, because they're all beginning to use, and this is where the needs have changed quite a lot in the organisation. People need to access fairly large files on the service, on the network remotely, no matter where they are around the world or anywhere in the country. And with sort of limited number of traditional RDP sort of login methods, VPN through these appliances now has really opened that up and changed the way they can work. The quality of my professional life, it's I'm a lot more relaxed now. I'm still under the pump all the time, 100% of the time, but I was very stressed and very nervous about a major catastrophe about to happen, waiting to happen before I had that support level behind me. Trust is essential for me. If I'm interstate or just absolutely bogged down, I need to know that if I call some guys in, they will see the problem through, get it fixed, and be able to work with our staff, which is quite important.
At Intellect IT, the role of the trusted advisor, we believe, is an integral part of our business, and we believe one of the reasons to our business success.